Hello and welcome to UK Vegan Family. My name's Adam.
I'm Daniela and I'm currently covered in cake.
Cake. Basically, this video is just this is like off the cuff video recording.
This is something from ages ago.
Yeah, it's something from ages ago. We just haven't had a chance to upload it. So it's our chat with Always for Animal Rights,
which is a Canadian radio station.
So we're just going to put that in next. It's going to have just the talk. And I've put in some like nice naturey footage for you to watch whilst it's all going on. So sit back, grab a cup of cocoa and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Always for Animal Rights, Ottawa's first radio show about animal rights, veganism and activism. My name is Carolyn. This week, we'll hear my recent interview with Daniela and Adam, who are raising their young son Jack in accordance with vegan principles in the UK. In this interview, they tell me about why they went vegan, what their family's favorite vegan foods are, and the current status of veganism in the UK. Here is that interview. Welcome to the show, Daniela and Adam.
Thank you.
Hello,
Thank you for inviting us.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's great to have you on the show. So, can you please explain why you decided to go vegan and raise your son as a vegan?
Okay, so I'm going to answer this one for us. So I was actually raised from birth as a vegetarian by my parents, so sort of over 30 years ago, and it was something that I'd always decided that I would always do with any child I may have, was to raise them like myself. And it wasn't until about 18 months ago that I started questioning how I'd been raised. So Jack was born vegetarian, and then when we came to weaning at 6 months, when you start looking at weaning onto foods, we started, I was breastfeeding him at the time, and you start thinking, okay, so what milk do I put on his breakfast? And that at that point, I'd never thought about it before. I thought, hang on a minute, cow's milk is breast milk as well, and it just felt really weird. And I couldn't get my head around how I hadn't actually noticed it before. So I did a bit of research, and I came across the dairy industry and the egg industry. And I'll be honest, I was quite devastated that I didn't know about any of this. So I did a bit more research, but we didn't go vegan at that point, and we don't really know why, we just didn't. I did a bit more research, decided that Jack wasn't actually going to have dairy milk, and that's kind of how it was for a couple of months more. And then I found out I had an eye condition, a health issue, that really scared me, and I thought I was going to go blind. So I kind of came back to I found out about the whole food plant-based diet, and I decided to actually give it a go. And then we did more research into the animal side of things, and we just decided that as a family it's what we needed to do. And at that point we all became vegan, and we feel absolutely amazing for it, don't we?
And that was about, when did we go vegan?
It was March 2019.
So we've been vegan now.
Yeah, best decision we've ever made. It's aligned all my morals that I thought I had.
And I was raised, it's omnivore.
Yeah, you were the opposite, weren't you?
Yeah, I was completely the opposite. And when I found out about everything that went on, I was pretty devastated as well. I couldn't believe what was going on, and how you're sort of. It's almost brainwashed society.
You just don't know about it, do you? You just don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So I completely changed, and I've never looked back since.
I think that the main thing we sort of say is, when you know about what goes on, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen a lot of documentaries, and you just don't forget it.
So would you mind telling me a bit more about what the animal ethics aspect of veganism means to you?
So for us as a family, we're obviously raising Jack to be a really compassionate, empathetic little boy. To us, veganism is about, living a lifestyle that is free from any form of exploitation from animals.
Including humans, anything.
Including not just animals, but also humans. And, that's what we're trying to raise. Veganism is about the animals for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
The diet is just a bonus, the health is just a bonus, but for us it is about the animals, and we support farm sanctuaries. Obviously we can't at the moment, but we regularly visit farm animal sanctuaries and we interact with those animals, and it's really important that that's how Jack's raised, with that vision to not exploit animals. It's really important.
Yeah.
So why do you tell Jack, what do you tell Jack about why your family is vegan?
So Jack absolutely loves animals. From a very, very young age, when he was able to start sort of engaging with activities and stuff, we've always talked about farm animals. He's always loved farm animals, and he is a very gentle, caring little boy, as most children are anyway. But we've kept everything sort of age appropriate. So we've educated him through, there's lots of different books that you can get that are age appropriate for children, and we always focus on animals are our friends, we don't eat them. That's about as age appropriate as we go with him at the moment. He's only 2.5, Jack, so he's not, he's not very old. But Jack actually knows at 2.5 that cow's milk is for baby cows. So if he sees things on the television, he'll say, "Oh, Mummy, we don't have that, do we?" He doesn't know about what happens to animals. That's not something that I think at his age he needs to know yet, but we have decided that we will be very transparent and very honest with him as he gets older. I think that's our responsibility as parents, is to make sure that when he is older he does know what goes on, and we'll always support him through that. We've always said we would, definitely. And I think that's, I think it's just bearing in mind his age and doing it gently and being age appropriate. Really.
Yeah. So, what are your family's favorite healthy vegan meals?
Oh, we like food in our house.
To be honest, most of our food is healthy, because we're whole food, plant based, and we try to limit our oil intake as minimum as possible. But we do have occasional treats now and again. So, but I think our all-time favourites probably are Mexican-inspired vegan dishes. We absolutely love the Mexican flavour.
Black beans and all that.
Well, we can say we've been to Mexico twice, and we just absolutely love it there. But we like our sweet potato tagines.
Yeah, we do.
But I think right at this second now, I think kale and tahini dressing is one of our...
It kind of goes with everything, doesn't it?
You can just slap it on the side of everything. It's
great. But the good thing is that Jack likes all these foods. He eats lots of vegetables. He eats kale, and he'll even have a tantrum over not having any kale left on his plate. It's quite exciting, actually. He loves his food. But we do have the occasional naughty treat.
Yeah.
Over here we've got Papa John's, and they do a vegan menu. Now and again we might have a little treat, but not very often.
Yeah, we do like a Pizza Hut, a vegan Pizza Hut.
Yeah, we like pizza, don't we?
Yeah.
Nice. So, now, are you concerned that your son might be influenced by non-vegan messaging when he starts attending school when he's older?
See, over here we've got the Equality Act of 2010, and recently that they added veganism to that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because
it's kind of seen or to be
as a belief that's protected. And the reason we sort of mention that is because obviously I think at any age children are always, there is a risk of bullying wherever they go. Not just because children can be unkind. So we're not worried at all that Jack's going to be, I'm trying to think of the word now. We're not worried, are we?
No, I I think we're always going to be really supportive of him, and we do understand that there is going to be a point in his life where he's going to be coming to us and saying that people are different for the things that they do.
But the food choices now are a lot different to when I was a little child. I've never ever in my life ever wanted to eat animals, and I think that's probably how Jack will be as well. Obviously, we're educating him very gently, age appropriate, and we'll always support him. We'll always be honest about it. But I just don't think he will be easily swayed by people. I think he'll be a strong child, and I think he'll be more the kind of child that will actually say, well, actually, this is why I don't eat animals. He's very smart. He even tries to save the woodlouses in the garden. Like, I don't think there's any issue there.
He's very gentle. Yeah, I think he's going to be a real good character.
I think by when he goes to school, it's going to be in about 2 years' time, I think things will be changed even more by then. Well, I hope.
Yeah.
But we'll address that, I think, as we get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, in January 2018, there was a study that found that 1 in 12 households in the UK were raising their kids on a vegan diet. Now, this number sounds kind of surprising to me. So based on your experience living in the UK, does this statistic sound accurate to you?
Well, I think we both disagree, actually. You think it's more and I think it's less.
Yeah, well, basically, we're actually involved in a Worcestershire Vegan Families Network, and we know of quite a few people just in Worcestershire that are actually raising their children vegan. So when I saw this, I thought, hang on a minute, that doesn't seem right to me. I think it's actually more. But Adam actually disagrees, don't you?
I think the reason I disagree is because I just don't. When I'm walking around the supermarkets and things around here, I'm kind of a bit nosy and like to look at people's trolleys and things like that. I just don't see it. I just don't see that many people engaging in a animal cruelty-free life. I don't know. Especially in where we live in the UK as well, it's very rural and
there's lots of farms.
There's lots of farms everywhere. Yeah. You can't go anywhere without seeing a tractor or a cow in a field. I think it does. I'm hoping that in different areas of the UK it is sort of more, the vegans are more dense in other areas, but around Worcestershire, where we're from, I just don't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely not that many in Canada, but I've heard that in the UK, things are more progressive.
I'm hoping so.
In terms of veganism than in Canada.
So.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you both very much for being on the show. That was Daniela and Adam. On Instagram, they are at UK_vegan.